there's nothing that frustrates me more than a national team or a football team from Kenya, bad example, because you've got wonderful facilities, but from a country to go and play outside. You can't build football in any country in Africa if the national team or the football clubs do not play in front of their nations. And that's why the passion of President Ruto and his commitment makes me so proud. Makes me so proud. And he doesn't just love football. You know, when I went to see Talanta, they said the president has been here himself to investigate and to see the work that's been done. So I'm very clear that we've made good success in reducing the number of countries that plays outside their nation. But in every meeting I have with the head of state, and that's why the relationship between NIC and the government, it's something that I'm very happy about. Because in every country the emphasis is let's work together to make sure that we've got at least one stadium that's at the FIFA and CAF standards.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So that was the CAF president you heard at the start of today's video announcing or talking about the fact that development of football cannot happen if the pitches of national teams cannot play home games in front of their fans. Frustrated at how some national teams, and happy as well because they've improved the number of teams that particularly don't have standard pitches for games, home venues. And it's quite interesting. We find ourselves in such a position. He was speaking in Kenya, essentially, and Kenya is set to host the CHAN tournament in February. The qualifiers will begin in October. Today, we're going to talk a bit about the pitch issue once again. The GFA has responded to claims that they have received monies from FIFA, and FIFA have also mentioned in some of their website articles that they helped the FA maintain some 80 pitches. The FA has come out to clarify this in relation to this, because it has come out that the FA used some of the monies from FIFA forward project. They did not use it accordingly to develop the pitches and maintenance of pitches, as was stated in that FIFA article. They say that the monies that came to them through FIFA was not particularly for that. We'll look at that today. I'll give you my 2 cents on our current situation with pitches and everything else in between. Don't forget to like the video. We'll jump right into it, and we'll first talk about the Ghana Football Association. They have responded to certain claims, saying that they are responsible for part of the problem with our current situation in not having a pitch to play on right now. They have responded because $260,000 was given to the FA for pitch maintenance, according to FIFA. The FA say it's not accurate. Now, this is what their position is on the whole debacle. The GFA borehole strategy, that is what they call it. The FA have made a specific request to FIFA for support for playing infrastructure. Now, the title of the project was the GFA borehole project. The intent of the project derives from this title and is unambiguous. The focus of the FIFA grant was for the construction of boreholes and provision of accessories, including but not limited to water tanks to facilitate the provision of water to improve the watering of pitches for our game center strategy, the RFA Division 1 leagues and Ghana Premier League clubs, as captured in all reports and documentation covering the project. This FIFA grant was primarily for the construction of boreholes and water reservoirs for watering pitches. Interesting. Repeat, they say the project was not for maintenance of pitches in our national stadiums. Now, they go on to say that because of the number of clubs playing at the Tamale Sports Stadium at the time, a decision was taken to place one of the water tanks and borehole in that facilities. The GFA borehole strategy is a public strategy that was approved by the Executive Council and approved by the GFA Congress. For ease of reference, they left down some links below. So essentially, the FA is saying that the money that FIFA gave to them, the $260,000 plus that was given to them, was not, and they repeat, was not for maintenance of national pitches across the country. So essentially, they are not responsible for that. And I, for one, am not blaming the FA for that. But this is why we are where we are right now. Yesterday, I think I saw some videos and posts from a member of parliament talking about how much monies had been released into maintenance of our national pitches, especially the Esipon Stadium, which the finance minister is quoted as saying that it was 90% done at the time. Yes, this is why we are where we are right now. When we try not to sort of involve ourselves in situations that we say other people are in charge of. Yep, the primary one will be the NSA because they are in charge of the pitches and the stadiums across the country. That is number one. But then the GFA are the ones that use the pitches for big game qualifiers like this one now that we need them for. So you need your pitches for your games. You know who is in charge of your pitches. But then you come back to tell us that because they are in charge of the pitches and they are not doing it well, and a week or so or 2 weeks they are to your big game, which is very important, is the pride of the nation, and they are not doing the right thing, there is nothing that can be done about it. If the answer is yes, then we are in for a lot of trouble. If you cannot hold those accountable to making the decisions that affect you directly, then we are in shambles right now. The FA, the NSA, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, all are to blame, in my opinion, because they work in tandem with each other. The GFA, the communication on the standard or what is needed to have a standard pitch or a stadium, the letters are all submitted to the GFA. The letters are all sent directly to the GFA. They don't go to the NSA, they don't go to the ministry, they go to the GFA. So in my mind, I would think that there'll be a liaise. They will liaise, both parties or all the three parties, entities will liaise in a way to ensure that the right thing is done. But then if you put everything on the neck of the NSA, who probably don't even get that heads up, even if they do, maybe belatedly, even if they do, maybe it's not consistently pounded into their heads or their necks for them to know what is at stake, then you that need it most of the time for big games like this one, it is on you to ensure that they do the right thing. Because the letter from CAF or FIFA about the state of the pitch and what it was banned falls on your head. Let's not pretend to not know what is going on here. It's now coming as a big shame to Ghana not having a stadium, a standard stadium. So yeah, no one wants to take the blame or the fall for it. Everyone wants to shift blame. It's a normal thing. Probably I would do the same thing if I were in their shoes. And it's unfortunate, but we all have to take some part of the blame. Now, no one will say NSA this, and they'll say Ghana doesn't have a standard pitch. And that is how the shame will come to us. But let me know your thoughts in the comments box. The GFA are clarifying that they did not have that monies for maintenance of pitches, but rather for water pitches for Ghana Premier League clubs and Division 1 league clubs. Water pitches, that's all. Boreholes and all those things. That's what the $260,000 plus was for. That came in from FIFA. Well, that's interesting. But let me know what you think in the comments box. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.